we will go ahead and get started. We'll let Kurt open it up with an opening statement. After tonight's 72-65 win over Las Vegas, the Sun are now 5-0. Best start since 2018 when we also started 5-0. Kurt, we'll let you take it away.
Big road win for us tonight against a really talented team. Just really proud of our toughness and that our second half attitude coming out of halftime, that we were going to continue to battle and stick to what we believe in our pillars. On a night where we missed 17 shots in the first half in the paint, we missed in the mid-20s for the game in the paint. We just never stopped trying to get the ball in the paint, and we stayed tough to our game plan. Huge night on the glass again for us, and we held them to one offensive rebound all night. And that's the big story. We didn't turn it over. We got shots on goal, and we kept them off the glass, so that the shot total is the big difference in tonight's game. So really proud. Vegas is a really talented team, and for us to get a road win with our third game in 5 days is really big, and it does a lot for our confidence down the line.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up. Ned, we'll begin with you.
Howdy Kirk, congrats. Coming out of that last timeout by you guys, was one of the actions for DeWanna to take that three?
You know, how about that? DeWanna had just turned it over the offensive possession before, and then steps up and makes a big three. So that championship pedigree. We actually ran an early action for JJ. It wasn't there. And this is the maturity of our players. We continue to keep moving the ball into a secondary action. And that's when DeWanna stepped up with a big basket. So again, the growth and maturity of our team, we kept talking about that. First action's taken away. We've got to keep playing to a second action. That was a second action for us. But again, DB to do that right after a turnover just, shows her toughness to make a big shot.
That was a relatively savvy veteran shot too, given that Hamby was really up on her too.
Yes, huge back-breaking shot.
Thank you.
Alexa.
Hi, Kurt. This is kind of a big picture question, but when you think about how, a lot of the pieces on this year's team were part of the same team that started 0-5 last year, and now you guys are off to a 5-0 start. How far do you think, or can you speak to how far this team has come, or, the individuals have come collectively, and how much too? I mean, JJ had another double-double. I think it was her fourth in a row. Has adding JJ just kind of into the mix helped you guys get out to such a great start?
Yeah, I think that, we're just comfortable, Alexa, right now with who we are, and we have to win at the defensive end. Tonight, we win a game against one of the projected favorites, shooting 33% from the field. And it just goes to show, if you will defend and rebound, you can win nights when your offense, it struggles at time. And we left points out there. They are tough to score around the rim. They have great length. We left some baskets out there and points out there, but we know who we are. And so, again, we haven't played a long time together, trying to get JJ back, playing with it. Jazz was not in training camp. January was hardly in training camp and now is hurt. So our cohesiveness is only going to get better, but they know who we are. And we have to win at the defensive end. We have to win rebounding wise. And right now they've bought into that. They believe they have a chance to be a special defensive team. And that's half the battle as a coach, is having your team believe in your identity. And they believe in our identity, that it has to start at the defensive end.
Jacqueline.
Hey, Kurt, could you talk a little bit about, your big three, JJ, DB, Bree Jones? How did you think they performed tonight? What worked well for them against, Vegas's front court? And just overall, how do you think they're progressing, throughout the season right now?
Yeah, the intent to play through those three. We had equal shot distribution again tonight amongst our starters and especially amongst those three. Those three all shot, give or take, around 50% from the field. So they were efficient. We shared it. We had good distribution between them, and they were big. At one point, I think the rest of the team was 1 for 24. 1 for 24 between our bench and our starting guards. But again, with an intent to play with those three and through those three in actions. Again, it's our identity, and our team is really buying into who we are.
Ari?
Hi, Coach. It's been great watching you guys, especially, this season, but we see JJ doing JJ things, but I want you to get into Natisha and what she brings on and off the court and how she is that puzzle piece for the Connecticut Sun.
Yes, she's been great. Asked to start, right? Jazz misses the first 2 games of the year. Bree January now hurt. So Natisha's had to start more this season than expected. But again, unintended consequence. Those guys not in camp. Natisha's been our leader from the beginning in camp, really coming, into her own. It only added to her confidence, being able to lead this team all through training camp. She made a big 3 tonight in a night where she just, had trouble getting going offensively, but she continued to chase around Raquana Williams. She continued to play defense. That's her growth, her maturity. She would have in past maybe let her offensive misses affect her defense. She kept defending like crazy. We kept asking her to keep shooting. She's too talented of a shooter, and she made a big 3 in a big moment for us on a night where she didn't shoot it like she's capable. So, really proud of her. I know Jackie Young is getting early attention about, one of the most improved. Natisha Heidemann needs to be in that discussion, if not on top of that discussion right now. She is really important to what we're doing.
Okay, and can you speak a little bit about the culture that she brings to, because we've seen her celebrating on the bench. I can only imagine how she is like in real life with you guys. Can you just speak a little bit on that too?
Yeah, she's about joy. She brings her energy. She swaggy T, right? She's got a swag about her. She's got an infectious personality. She's popular in the locker room. So she brings a lot of joy to the court, and it's contagious for all of us.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Rafiq will be the last question for Kurt.
Yeah, when your team managed to blow an 11-point lead, or at the very least, the Aces kept it close in a few cases, what are some of the stuff you talk to your players about?
We tried to stay positive in what was working and continue to keep, hammering home what we wanted to do. And while we were not scoring in stretches, especially that second quarter, I liked where we were getting the ball. We didn't do it. We struggled at times with their switching and bringing size to the rim. We got to talk about that at halftime. I thought we addressed it, and we were much better in the second half and slowed down. We got sped up a little bit with their switching in the second quarter, but, tried to stay positive. In the past, I would have been, losing my mind. That was a first quarter where if we had some of the shots around the rim go in, we had a chance to have a significant double-figure lead in the first quarter, and we didn't. We left a lot of points, off. We left a lot of points out there in that first quarter, and we tried to stay away from that conversation and just stay real positive about what we were doing. And again, it's just this group is fun to coach right now. We have improvement to do. Everyone's going to, improve. We got to get Bree January back. We've got to get our bench more and more confidence, but really, really happy that we're 5-0 out of the gate and already with 3 road wins.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started and open it up to some questions for JJ. Just please raise your hand and I will call on you. Jacqueline?
Hey, JJ, could you talk a little bit about, just the team's effort on defense and the boards tonight?
Yeah, so definitely our main thing, the main focus of this season has just been to be strong defensively. We knew that coming in, this would be our biggest challenge of the season, and I think we accepted the challenge tonight. Not just defensive rebounds, but we made sure that we limited Vegas. I think they had one offensive rebound for the whole game. So we did a really good job of making sure that we kept them off the boards and that we limited them and ended possession. So I think it was definitely a great night for us defensively and a night that we can build upon and get better.
Ned? Ned, you're muted.
Thought I just unmuted myself. Howdy, JJ. Congratulations.
Thank you.
DeWanna there late. Can you speak to her? I don't know if it's moxie or guts there, taking that three with Hamby guarding her very, very tough.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's DB's game. Throughout her entire career, she's made big shots during big moments. So we're happy that we have her on our team making the big shots. And that was a big reason why we wanted her in Connecticut. She's a closer, she's a finisher, and she gives us another option on the court. So nothing else to say. That's just what DB does, man. That's just what she does, and we love it.
Thanks, JJ.
No problem.
Alexa?
Hey, JJ. Kurt was talking about how he thinks the team has really bought into the idea that you guys are going to kind of embrace this defensive identity and, identity of being able to rebound really strong. And I'm just curious, from when you were here, previously, before the opt-out season versus now, is that something that you think has kind of changed about the team and based off the personnel, I guess, in part that you guys have? And how have you seen, I guess, the team as a whole just really embrace that, especially now so early in the season when you weren't able to all have training camp together, but you could still hang your hat on something like defense?
Yeah, it's important for us, and we understand that. But I think our length is just so important because we can switch a lot of things. We can basically guard more than one action. We have DB tonight who was guarding Jackie Young, guarding the ball, but was also able to be in the passing lanes and help us out as post players with Liz and Asia. So our length really makes up a lot of stuff, but it's also a testament to our coaching staff. A lot of times as players, we go into shoot around, we're like, oh my gosh, we're about to hear this thing 5, 6, 7 times today. But he hammers it home. He hammers what the tendencies are of the other teams. He hammers home what we want to focus on when we go into the games, and it works. It's annoying at times, but it works. And so I think I said it yesterday. He can say a lot of things about Kurt, but you can never say that that his teams are not prepared. So he always has us in the right positions. He always has us doing the right things in order to be successful. So we bought into it, but it's also a testament of them making sure that we're prepared to be able to make the right plays and make the right reads.
Sounds like there's a method to the madness then.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Rafiq?
One of the strategies that went your way today was slowing down Liz Cambage, as she was on fire from the perimeter and the inside going into this contest. What did Coach talk to you about in terms of slowing her down?
She was on fire from the perimeter. I don't think she had made a three for the season yet coming into this game. But I think our biggest thing was just understanding that they're the go-to players. They're the go-to players. A lot of Vegas's actions aren't set to just pound the ball in, give it to Asia, give it to Liz, and let them do their thing. So our biggest thing was just doing the post work early, 3-quarter and being on the high side, not letting them get easy catches, but also using the guards as a way to stop the post entry passes. So like I spoke about with DB and Jackie Young, being able to play both possessions, playing the ball, and also being able to stop the entry passes. So I think that was the big thing tonight.
Okay, we will go ahead and get started and open it up to some questions for DeWanna. Please raise your hand and I will call on you. Ned, we'll let you begin things.
Congrats, DB.
Thank you.
That shot you took late with Hanby guarding you so closely, and you still had time on the shot clock to go. What made you decide, okay, I got this?
Hey, I've been shooting that shot all season, and it's been going in, so it's no different. I felt like I had a little bit of space for catch and shoot, and I've been hitting it consistently. So that's something I've been working on, in the off season. So I felt confident to take it, and I'm going to continue to take it, even if I would have missed. So that's just a shot on any point of the game I would have taken that shot. So I think then it went in.
Yeah, and I would think that's kind of the confidence that comes with playing 11 years now, 12?
I think so.
I'm losing
I think
track.
so.
Thanks, Stevie.
Alexa?
Hey, DeWanna.
Hi.
With you guys starting 5-0 and thinking about how last year you guys started 0-5, just the kind of craziness of how much things have changed within a year. What can you say about how far this team has gone? Because even though you guys obviously added JJ and he's not there, you still have so many of the same players that did return. So what do you think, or what do you just think about when you think about how 0-5 last year to 5-0 this year?
It's just a tale of two seasons, I think. Last year we had so many new people, including myself. So we had to adjust and learn each other. And this year we know each other, strengths, weaknesses. I think we're very, very long and active on defense. So I think now it's just flowing. Like I said, we had so many new people last year. We had to learn the system. We had to learn Kurt. Kurt had to learn us to put us in positions to score. Our bench has been playing really, really well, giving us great minutes. So everything just clicking right now. Hopefully we can continue this throughout the season. So yeah, it's just a tale of the two seasons.
Rafiq?
I want to go over some of the strategies that you had towards slowing down Asia Wilson tonight.
There wasn't no strategy. We just played defense. That's what we've been doing, this whole season. We just didn't key in on Asia Wilson. We keyed in on Las Vegas Aces. They're a great team. They're a great organization. And credit to, everybody just, playing team defense. And then we, key in on the people that we need to key in on and rotate when we need to rotate. Everybody just clicking on all cylinders right now defensively. That's what we hang our hat on. So it wasn't a game plan for Asia Wilson. It's a game plan for Las Vegas Aces.
Jackie?
Hey, DeWanna, could you just talk a little bit about, what the energy and just what the locker room was like at halftime, and then what you guys, your mindset was to jump back in that second half?
We knew we were down. They were playing great defense. They were taking us out of our offense. We just knew we needed to slow down and, run our offense and hang our hats back on our defense. We were turning the ball over, so they were getting, easy, fast break points, and that's what they like to do in transition. So once we settled down a little bit and, bought into our defense and, got a couple of steals and got going in transition, things started to change and click for us a little bit. So halftime, we definitely talked about defense. We didn't talk much about offense. It was our defense, and we had to tighten up a little bit. So we couldn't get them easy, fast break points. And when we did that, I think we, settled down and kind of played slime basketball.
Thanks, DeWanna.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started and open it up to some questions for Brianna.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Rafiq?
How important is this 5-0 start to the entire team?
Oh, it's real important. I think the way we started in the bubble last year, we were 0-5 and we still made it into the playoffs. But I think coming back this year, we wanted to start different. We're a different team, and I think it's going to be important down the stretch. So I think starting 5-0 is going to be good for us. Just giving us momentum into the rest of the season.
Alexa?
Hey, Bree, Kurt was saying before the game how he wanted you guys to not basically get bullied by Vegas. And there's one play, I think you were able to you snatched the ball, like it was underneath your basket. And I think Vegas had rebounded or turned it, it was a turnover or something. You snatched it and you went up for a layup and tied the game back. And it just seemed like you were playing with that kind of intensity, and you took that challenge from Kurt seriously. How did you feel like you guys were able to embody that throughout the game, you personally and then the team as a whole?
Yeah, definitely. Me personally, I think it was definitely going in with the mindset that I didn't want to get bullied. I can compete with the best of the post players, and it was tough down there, and it's a battle. But I think just coming in with the mindset that I was going to fight for every possession and do everything I could to keep the ball alive. And as a team, we definitely wanted to come in, keep them off the glass, keep them one and done, and then crash hard offensively and defensively. So I think we did our job that way and just stayed strong and kept fighting for every possession, every ball, every loose ball.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Brianna? Ned, you're unmuted.
Let her go. Let her go enjoy
Okay.
Vegas.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thanks, Bree.
Thanks. See ya.